Today we welcome Brother Jerry Smith, the Executive Director of the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, in a place we love, all our great friends in Detroit. Brother, thanks so much for being with us. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to be here with you.
We get a lot of mail from Detroit, by the way, so they're going to be thrilled that you are on. They always love when we have people from their hometown on, so thanks for being with us.
Well, you're welcome, and it's great to be in Detroit.
Well, just looking at the programming on your website, which is cskdetroit.org, it's exhausting. You offer a bakery, children's programming, substance abuse counseling, and a farm. How did all this come about?
Well, it certainly was not the result of any kind of strategic plan. It sort of just happened by accident, or we like to believe we respond to the needs of the community as those needs arise and present themselves. And so the soup kitchen itself started during the Great Depression when people needed food. And the substance abuse treatment program that we sponsor started because people needed assistance with dealing with their substance abuse issues. The bakery started in response to the difficulty that people leaving prisons have in reintegrating themselves into the community. So we kind of look at the community and the world and see needs emerging, and so we try to respond accordingly.
Brother Jerry, Father Reed here. You know, first of all, I got to tell you, we love Capuchins because, well, the Archbishop of Boston is one himself, as you well know.
Yes, he's certainly one of our heroes.
Yeah, he's a great guy, and we appreciate your taking the time to talk to us because we know that you have a lot of work to do. And one of the things I was really surprised at is the farm. You know, addressing hunger, providing healthy food is a tough balance, but the Earthworks Urban Farm, can you tell us about that?
Yes, the urban farm began approximately 15 years ago when one of the friars who was working at the soup kitchen happened to mention that he was going out to buy food. And one of the kids from the neighborhood who overheard him said, "Oh, what gas station are you going to?" And Brother Rick was appalled that people would think that food comes from the gas station. And he said, "We need to do something to connect people back to the earth, to the source of our sustenance." And so he started gardening with, I think, first with employees of the soup kitchen. I was not here at the time, but with employees of the soup kitchen. And then the concept caught on and spread, and it has developed into this marvelous program that we have here now, the Earthworks Urban Farm, which has gained international attention. Last week we entertained a film crew from Germany, and there have been people here from Holland, and people captivated by this notion of urban farming, farms right here in the city of Detroit. And there are a number of groups doing that now, but we were among the first. We were kind of pioneers in this field, and we're still one of the better known and respected farms here in the city. In fact, we were the first certified organic farm in the city of Detroit. And so we do a lot of training programs and a lot of encouragement for people to grow their own produce here in the city. Our goal is not to farm vast amounts of land here in the city, but rather to help people do it themselves. And that's what we're trying to do.
Well, and it does supply food, but it also brings the community together. What is it like to have these people come together, to work together, to grow this farm?
Well, it's a wonderfully therapeutic thing. I mean, Detroit has suffered so much from abandonment and desolation and vacancies and tumble-down buildings in our neighborhoods. And there's something very therapeutic and life-giving and rejuvenating about working with the earth and growing plants and vegetables. And so we found that it just complements so much some of the things we're trying to do here in the city. It fits perfectly with the meals we serve in the soup kitchen because some of the same people who eat the meals that we serve also help with the planting of the plants, the weeding, the harvesting, and then it comes full circle at the tables as we consume the products that have been grown in the fields.
Brother Jerry, CTND, Catholic Television Network of Detroit, and Catholic TV have a great working relationship. And viewers in Detroit are probably familiar with the work of the Capuchin Soup Kitchen, but what's one thing that you'd like people to know from around the country watching today about the great city of Detroit?
Well, I would like people to know that in spite of what we so often hear in the news, that there is much life and much resurrection happening in Detroit. So often we hear the negative things about Detroit, but it's really a place where people are survivors. And the resurrection really happens here. In the midst of death, there's life. And this is really, it seems to me, what our faith is about, is the belief that life is stronger than death. And people prove that all the time here. And I see it happen every day at the Soup Kitchen. This is a great place to be, a great place to live and work.
You know, this is a personal question, but what made you decide to become a Capuchin?
I was 30 years old, and I had graduated from college, and then I had spent some time in Central America in the Peace Corps, and then I was employed as a social worker and doing quite well, but there was something missing in my life. And so I was working in Milwaukee in the inner city, and there I met Capuchins. I'd never heard of them before, but I met some Capuchins there in the inner city, and I sensed among them a spirit that just really attracted me. And I said that to myself that I really needed to check that out, and I did, and here I am 35 years later.
We're going to have to tell Cardinal Sean O'Malley, OFM Cap, that we had the chance to talk with you and let him know about how impressed we are with the great work that you and your crowd are doing there at the Capuchin Soup Kitchen. And if people are watching, or they're watching online, wherever, or in Detroit, and they don't know about the Soup Kitchen, where can people learn more and actually support the work that you're doing?
Our website is www.cskdetroit.org. Our mailing address is 1820 Mount Elliott, Elliott, in Detroit, Michigan, 48207. People are always welcome to come and visit and see what we do. We love to show off our work. And we just invite the public to come and see and to experience the people that we work with. And just see that we're all brothers and sisters, and we're all in this life together, and it's just a great community of people here.
Well, brother, thank you so much for joining us, and keep up the great work.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.